tuned because this is about to get hot. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of y'all want to get on here and comment and say things like, "Oh, dude, you just blinded to it," and you're not on ground zero. You don't go and do. Some of y'all, I don't know what you do or don't, but you don't. Do you go and talk to these young folks? Do y'all even go to the hood? I still can go there. Not to say that you can't, but it's just I'm not afraid to, because the people know if you get there and you come there with the sense of you there about business, them folks ain't nobody gonna bother you. I don't care what TV has portrayed that if you drive your car down there all of a sudden. I know y'all heard me make jokes about it. You drive your car down there, you go knock on the door. By the time you turn around, your car sitting on cinder blocks. No. I don't care where it is that you live. I lived in major cities. I lived in St. Louis, lived in, Chicago, and they come to the nice areas too. Y'all do know that, right? They do come to the nice areas. I cannot tell you that on the average of most of the places that I've worked at least 5 people that I work with gonna come and tell me in the hospital or in the nurse facility, wherever it may be, they're gonna come and tell me that their car got stolen. They just took her out. I didn't even know they even took it. I didn't even hear it. The cops say what they do is they bust the back little window out and they somehow get in there and they put the car in neutral and they push it out and they push it down the road and then it's crazy. So most people that I grew up around, like where I grew up at in the hood, nobody cars was being broken into because it was like, dude, you live here where we, if the criminals were or are where we at, they not doing the crimes and stuff where we're at. They do the stuff elsewhere. Drive-bys happen because somebody from the west side or the south side came over to that side and gang-related stuff, whatever like that. But as far as being in that neighborhood yourself, so this is what I tell people all the time. Like where I grew up at, what would happen if you tried to go to the White House? What would happen if you tried to go to the White House and it got gates there? You're going to get met by Secret Service. They're going to say, what's your business doing here? Oh, I just want to go and see the president. Well, you can't do that. Do you have any type of papers or forms that saying that you authorized to come in here? Otherwise, I'm gonna need you to turn around and go back that way. Right? So guess what? Y'all follow me on this. In the hood, where everybody knows everybody, 2 blocks one way, 2 blocks the other way. Let's just say on one street, 2 blocks a straight street. Just like I'm gonna give you an example. I throw it out there, College Street in Central Illinois. College Street. There was only 2 ways that you can get in to come down College Street. So y'all know how a main street, let's just imagine just a long street with houses on it. Well, to go to a main street, they had it blocked off. It was barricaded. At the end of College Street on one side before it crossed another major street, barricaded. Because if the police came in there and wanted to do something, they was going to make sure that you weren't going to try to have no way of getting out. There's only one way in and one way out. But anyway, what I'm saying this for is this. Everybody knew everybody cars and who lived where. So if there was an unrecognizable car that came down, it was no surprise somebody stepped down the street. You lost? What do you know somebody in here? Oh, okay, cool. Well, we didn't know. Hey, we just didn't know. But that was considered a real bad area. Now, people would say things like, well, weren't you scared? We was like, kind of like, I know. We actually kind of felt a little bit of protection. Because guess what? In big cities, you get kidnapped. I mean, look, when you get kidnapped, you just going to be, at that time, you're going to be another face on the milk carton, whatever. That's when they had it at the time. You get shot or killed or something like that. I mean, by the time the police can even start investigating your case, within 2 months or something like that, it's about 30 more folks that then got killed. So, and then all of that, like what he just said here, it's astronomical. Y'all have no idea. Some of the stuff that don't even get reported. I mean, especially the ones that haven't even found yet. Some of them that got murdered and got killed and got dumped off somewhere. They haven't even found them yet. Especially if there's a ton of manholes all around Chicago that Al Capone once owned. And you might find some of them in there, but they don't know to look there because they might be covered up with concrete. Y'all, there's so much stuff. So when I sit here and tell these young people, these young, beautiful children, be it black or white, that we ain't going to look at that. We're not going to focus on that. What we're going to focus on is what you want to do. What do you want to do? What do you want to do, Marcus? What do you want to do, Thomas? What do you want to do, Cynthia? What do you want to do, Lucretia? What do you want to do, Dashika Shay? What do you want to do? If they tell me they want to grow up and be something like this, then guess what? I'm going to push them to focus on nothing but going to do exactly what they want to do. And if they have hardships along the way, I'm going to tell them, look at these. That's why I teach people, look at these things as a learning lesson. The reason why I didn't make it in here is because of a learning lesson. This just popped in my mind. Is the NBA racist? Do that stand for the Negro Basketball Association? Because there's more of them in it than there are whites. But hold on, wait a now. I guess that's black privilege. Huh? I guess that's black privilege. NFL, Negro Football League, I guess, huh? Because most of them are filled with blacks. But I guess that's I guess that's the NHL, National Homie League. Nah, I got y'all. Y'all thought I was gonna say something else, didn't y'all? Anyway, it's something in there, but is that a racist organization? You know what I mean? The most put together organization that I guess amongst all of it is soccer, because you find all races, creeds, and colors in there. I guess that's the most. So anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. So why would I sit there and tell, imagine a white kid that aspires to be in the NBA, and I say, no, because it's black privilege. You ain't gonna be able to get to no NBA, my little white son, because black privilege. What about the NFL? Well, my white son, you ain't gonna be able to play in the NFL because you see that it's mostly black. You gotta have black privilege in order to play in the NFL. So you might not be able to get there. You know what I mean? Track and field. Let me stop. Son, you want to be a sprinter? Ooh, you white. You do know that the blacks have been killing that forever. So, then the thing people say white men can't jump. Do y'all know who holds the triple jump record in triple jump? His name is Jonathan Edwards. A man about 5'9", at the time was about 150 some pounds. Jumped 60 feet in triple jump. But what if people say, blacks been dominating that, so ain't no blacks came close to the man. So something I think Hershey Hawks jumped about 50 feet or something like that. And I think Christian Taylor might have, I'm sorry, 59. Christian Taylor might have jumped somewhere around 59 or something like that. But my point is that what if I was to go around and start spreading that? What if I was to go to schools and see these little kids what if I was to go to kids that's on intramural basketball, elementary basketball, high school, middle school basketball, and I say, if you are in here and you are white, could you please stop playing basketball? Because there is no way that you're going to make it into the NBA because that's black privileged. What would y'all say to me? Oh my God, I wouldn't even have a job. I'll be fired, lose my license, be kicked out of school, everything. But then yet it's okay for everybody else to tell a lot of black young children that the reason why they're not going to probably get ahead or be able to do nothing, be successful, is because of this racism and there's white privilege. I refuse to do that. I'm not going to do that because of the fact that I got out of that. And if anybody asks me, Ty, how did you get out of that? I'm going to show them how I got out of it. I'm going to keep them focused on what it is that they want to do. And whatever it is that they have a talent in, whatever it is they have a gift in. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretty much encourage parents. I know it's a lot of single mothers out there. I talk to y'all all the time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But what I tell y'all to do, I tell y'all to encourage that child to what they do. If they got some type of skill in drawing, encourage them to draw. Encourage them. Ask questions. Call around. Call your school. Say, is there any, whoever art teacher is, have that art teacher introduce your child to other art teachers. And these people will actually look at this stuff and take you under their wing a lot of times and say, oh, well, you know what, you can do this on the computer too. Then most of the time, like I know the folks that gave the kids a computer graphics tablet so they can increase their skill on that. But then, you know what I'm saying? So little things like that. But for them to sit there and say, son, I think the best thing for you to do is to, matter of fact, they can't even say it because 75% of the homes don't have a father in it. So I know it's going to be a lot. It's going to be this still going to come with some disagreements and all that, which is cool. But you need to ask yourself, if you consider yourself, you have this knowledge, what is so-called knowledge about how this stuff do exist. But the minute I disagree with you and say, I'm not going to accept that, then all of a sudden you start calling me names. So what does that make you? What does that make you? When you called me ignorant, no, let me not say that. Nobody said ignorant. I'm just being, okay. When you call me things like you got your head stuck up your butt, somebody said that you got your head stuck up your a-hole. And I said, oh, so that's racist. Well, how's that racist? Because most poop that comes out is brown. And so for you to say that I have it up there, so what, brown face now? So what, you racist? I mean, I can just sit there and, you know what I'm saying? People do this stuff all the time. They flip it, but I'm not going to accept that. So be mad all you want to. Disagree all you want to. But why is it working so well? Why is these young kids, these young children that I encourage, why, like even since I've been doing this, before I even knew about any of this stuff, why is these young people coming back, like I told y'all before, engineers and all this stuff like that? Why for me help get them on financial aid so they can try to make it through school? They come, Mr. Ty, man, I'm having a hard time with this. Okay, well here, let me call the school. Hey, do y'all got somebody that can actually tutor him in a little bit? Oh yeah, we have tutors in chemistry. I'm like, hey, such and such. Do you know who Mrs. McIntosh is? Yeah, well, no, I don't know. I mean, McClure. I'm sorry. McIntosh just popped up because I was going to actually be talking about her a little bit. She the one that said, oh, I can walk down my neighborhood and not have to worry. I can go in the grocery store and shop without. I can go. Anyway, she was speaking for that time. So what I want to tell y'all is this. When you try to use the past things that happened and try to make it a right now thing, you keep them there. And that's when I tell y'all whenever I go to like AA meetings and whatever like that, and I hear these guys talk, I say, stop telling these men that have been sober. I don't care if they've been sober for 6 months. I don't care if they've been sober for 3 months. Stop having them repeat, I am. Because if you keep on having them repeat, I am, that stuff sticks in the mind and you become that. My name is, how about I like, hey y'all, my name is Tylen Smith, and I'm a gangster. Whoa, hold on. What do you mean you a gangster? Well, I mean, no, I mean what I'm saying. I mean, I'm a therapist right now, you know, OPA and whatever for schooling and all that. But so why are you saying you a gangster? Because, yeah. Well, when was the last time you was a gangster? Oh, probably when I was like around, I don't know, 11, 12. Well, dude, don't say that no more. You don't want that. But why do we do it? Why do we do that? So when you sit there and want to say we are oppressed or we have, I don't even want to get into the white privilege thing because like I said, that's just whatever. But when you keep on throwing these things on there saying we are oppressed, why do you think that it sets in the mindset of a lot of people and they accept it and they stay there? They stay there. Huh? Why? Why do some of y'all really want me to try to see this, that I am oppressed? That is so crazy. How would you feel? I'll give you an example. In the offices, let me go way back to, let's just say about 7 years ago, because I don't want people to reflect like this is going on now. But anyway, years ago, let's just say a patient came in, like on a rotation. Let's just say years ago, a patient came in while I was on one of my rotations, right? They come in, they fill out this form. This form said, do you sometimes feel like you don't want to be around people? Do you sometimes feel sad? Do you sometimes feel like you don't want to go out? It asked all these questions. By the time, if the person answered, I think, yes to 10 of those questions, it says that they're depressed and the doctors write a prescription. He said, you know what, since you answered, they was just going in for a routine checkup, but they answered those questions on there. And you know why you at? I checked the form and I seen you checked off 5 of those things. And according to what we do, if there's 5 things checked off, it's letting us know that you got some depression going on. So that might be a reason why you're, that. So what we're going to do is give you the person like, wait, no, I'm not depressed. No, what do you mean? They say, well, you said yes to some of these things. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm not depressed. So it seems like that's what a lot of y'all are trying to do, and it's not working. You trying to show me or trying to tell me that I am oppressed? Absolutely no. Won't accept it, won't ever accept it, and you're not going to be able to convince me that I am oppressed. Are my sons oppressed? Are my sons oppressed? How? Well, because your sons, when they go to school, no. Me and my sons, my wife, we talk about everything. The youth and all that, we talk about everything. Nobody is coming here telling us about any of this stuff that y'all trying to get us to see that actually is not there. So be mad all you want to. Some of you that are grown folks, all in you tell me, oh man, I'm 63 years old, son, and you just the dumb as a, look what you're saying about yourself. So I can, what? Oh, so what, all black people are dumb? Is that what you're saying? No, you racist. Well, no, that's not, no, you're doing it, no, you see what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do that because I know that you are not racist. Well, no, my intention is to get you, well, why didn't you say that? Because it's not working. But to come out and say, you just a dumb egg, or you just a fool, boy, you're stupid. Oh, what you mean by boy? Huh? What you mean boy? Huh? So you see what I'm saying, y'all? So what if we started the campaign that these are the words that white people can't say? For one, like a lot of y'all were nervous to even say black. Can't say black. Can't say Negro. And y'all know the other, you really can't say the N-word, but what if people were starting to do that and everybody jumped on board? What if the fact that, so let's just say if I have an open discussion and you guys are on here with me, like a Skype type thing, I get to see your face and I say, state for the record who you are, and you state who you are. We get into an interview, start off good, and all of a sudden you start saying these things. Boy, you just stupid. That's what's wrong with you. And all of a sudden, I'm like, y'all see who that person is, right? People know where you live, and folks want to come and stand in front of your house and picket and riot and start like a protest because you said, boy, you just don't, oh, wait a minute. Well, no, that's not, I didn't mean it. No, I wasn't saying it like that. No. See, that's what I'm saying. What if that happened to you? That's not what you meant, is it? That's not what you said, right? No, absolutely not. But I'm saying, what if people was to do that to you? So my point is, stop trying to do it to us. I don't care if this thing goes big. I don't care if it goes huge. But all I know is I'm doing it just like the man upstairs showed me how to do it. And that's exactly how he did it. He wasn't concerned. This man came to save the human race from sin. He died for us. But did it seem like he was trying to go get in the business of Caesar and all that? Jesus was alive when Paul was killing people, right? You do know that, right? Y'all do know that, right? Jesus was alive when Pilate then was doing all that stuff that they were doing, right? Y'all know that. Caesar and all of them. That's politics to the fullest. But was he concerned with trying to get into politics? No. What he was concerned about was people, individuals changing their lives, especially if you claim to be Christian. He said, for with God, there is nothing that we can't do. Nothing is impossible. Yes, it is, because there's something called white privilege.